a constant lure to the adventurer, but sometimes the results of these adventures are known only by God. Introduction. I stood in the back of the boat, paralyzed by fear. My terrified partner was huddled in the bow, which was inexplicably lodged against the riverbank. Mere feet away, towering above us, was a huge, roaring, 9-foot grizzly bear. He stood on his hind legs, massive arms swinging back and forth, foaming at the mouth, nostrils flaring, eyes blazing, and ebony-sharp teeth gleaming in the early morning light. Water from his recent swim dripped from long, sharp claws. I hoped my blood would not soon be dripping from them. It had taken only moments for us to drift from the comparative safety of the river into a death trap. Silently I prayed for mercy, knowing that the next few seconds would determine whether we would suffer a painful, cruel death by mauling, or somehow be spared. The choice was not mine to make. It was up to this beautiful, powerful, angry beast and God. Since 1957, I have been a part of the great state of Alaska, making the journey from young man to long-time professional guide and outfitter. I have experienced the beauty and known all too well the bitter cruelty of the Alaskan wilderness. These stories are my recollections of incredible encounter and survival. These adventures have changed the lives of everyone caught up in them. They have greatly impacted relationships with my family and friends, and have deeply strengthened my faith journey, compelling me to search deeper and deeper. In his best-selling book, Wild at Heart, John Eldredge talks about the inevitable inward search that is caused by the wild outdoors and hunting. He says, "That is why I come. That is why I linger here still, letting the old bull get away. My hunt, you see, has little to do with elk. I knew that before I came. There is something else I am after, out here in the wild. I am searching for an even more elusive prey, something that can only be found through the help of wilderness. I am searching for my heart." In his book, Eldredge suggests that one of the things all men long for is an adventure to live. A man needs adventure to discover the secret of his soul. Well, these stories will prove that Eldredge's concepts are indeed dead on. I have seen men discover their souls through real-life adventures, and I believe there is a deep longing in every man to test his limits and discover who he really is. But this audiobook is not just about men, for men. Women, this book is for you too. Unlike other hunting and fishing books, the following audio will give you amazing insights into every man and why adventure is, and yes, why love is, important to him. To all who listen to this, come join me on my continuing journey where men must pit their strength, their wits, their lives, and ultimately their faith against the unpredictable wildness of Alaska, and in so doing, find their true hearts. Chapter 1. The Call of the Wild. My mother was known by her friends as a fishing and hunting widow. That's because my missionary pastor father loved to hunt and fish in the Deep South, where we lived. Mom had rarely been out of the Deep South, rarely out of Mississippi for that matter. So when Dad announced that he had experienced God's call to Alaska, and that he was taking her, his 3 sons, and his toddler daughter to live there, she just stared at him, wide-eyed. As we were leaving for Alaska in our 1957 Chevy Nomad station wagon, Mom wondered whether it was the call of the Lord or just the call of the wild, because no matter where we lived, whenever Dad prayed about God providing for the family, it meant we needed to grab our hunting rifles and fishing poles. I'll never forget Dad's favorite missionary prayer after we arrived in Alaska. "Dear Lord, you are great and powerful. This is a tough land, but in it you have created salmon, moose, and caribou."